Hey, what's up, family? This is Coach Scott G from OG Fitness, and I just wanted to pop on here really quick and explain to you something that has been a big question on social media and a lot of places and people that I've worked with, and that's about, very specifically, creatine. I keep getting questions. Is it real? Is it worth the money? Is it a steroid? There's a lot of myths about it, a lot of misinformation about how dangerous it is. Well, I'm gonna cover all of that in this quick video. First of all, yes, creatine is worth the money. Creatine works. It is one of the most studied, least expensive supplements on the market. And it is basically a non-essential amino acid because your body actually produces creatine. What ends up happening though is if you work out and if you do resistance training, hard, heavy weightlifting, that's when you could run out of your natural stores of creatine and need some assistance. So, what's all the fuss? Creatine can be taken by pretty much anyone. And for long periods of time, 5-10 years, people have taken up to 10 grams of creatine and had no problems whatsoever. However, usually about 5 is all you need per day. Should you do a loading phase? There is a loading phase that you can actually go through so you can see results faster with creatine, but you don't have to do it. How long does it take for creatine to work? Creatine goes through the digestive system, so it takes about an hour if you want to take it before your workout. But the great thing about creatine is once it's built up in your system, it is there so you always have a constant store of it, so taking it before or after the workout should be fine. One of the drawbacks about creatine is that it will cause some weight gain. However, if you understand the reason and why creatine works, that shouldn't be much of an issue. Creatine will cause some water retention. Why is that? Because of the way and the mechanism through which creatine works. Creatine actually will draw water in. That's why you feel dehydrated. Just make sure you're drinking lots of water if you're using creatine. Next, you always hear about how creatine works in order to make you stronger. I think it's extremely important to understand how. Now, without giving you too much of a science lesson, the way creatine works is this. Creatine is part of the tricarboxylic acid cycle, or the Krebs cycle, the citric acid cycle, the citric acid cycle. To put it simple, basically creatine is necessary to help in the creation of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Well, what is ATP? I'm glad you asked. Adenosine triphosphate is pure cellular energy. Pure cellular energy. And the Krebs cycle or the citric acid cycle creates it in the mitochondria of the muscle, inside the muscle cell. And its main reason is to give you strength and power. Now, when you use up ATP, it's gone until more is created. Usually it takes anywhere from 60 seconds up to 3 minutes to get about 85% of your strength back. That's because the ATP needs to be produced again. Creatine is what helps that. A lot of people ask, are the results that I get from creatine permanent? If you understand how creatine works, we're not talking about the water bloated feel and the bigger muscles that you get from just being full of water. What we're talking about is if you have a great workout program and if you're eating right, the muscle that is built from being able to work harder and being able to lift heavier is permanent. Of course, if you stop working out and you just allow yourself to atrophy, it'll eventually go away. But just like building muscle any other time, but at hyper speed, you will see great results from using creatine. And when you stop using creatine, not that you really have to, it won't go away. The results are lasting. Now, try to get creatine monohydrate because it's the only thing that's been really proven to work and be effective. Forget all of the stuff that you hear from all the supplement companies about a new way to take it. Now, yes, there are some people that will have some bloating, maybe some stomach aches and cramps from using it. You might not be able to use it, number one. Number two, if you have kidney or liver issues, you might want to stay away from it as well. All in all, creatine is a great supplement and you can take it for a very long time. Well, that's all I have for today. Peace and love. You guys keep pressing for the mark. This is Coach Scott G. Out.